Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. All my TikTokers, YouTubers, whatever platform, excuse me, that you happen to be on at this time and watching this video. Make sure you like it. If you do like it, make sure you follow, comment, subscribe, share, save the video, all that good stuff. I love all the things. I do. All right. Excuse me. So sorry. All right. So let's get right into it. So today I kind of want to talk about just briefly about voices. So voices that happen to be in our minds, in our heads. And, we have all different types of voices that we hear throughout the day, all different types of what I want to call head noise, brain noise, that we are experiencing because, life can be loud, the world can be loud, it's just so much vibes and so much energy that's flowing throughout, and it's almost electrical. It's just, it's overwhelming, is what it is. So, we know when we go out into the world, we have like the outside worldly noise, but what about the noise that we hear on the inside? The noise that we hear inside our own heads. Yeah. So, that's something that we sometimes don't really think about, but we all have experienced it and we all, pretty used to it by now. So some of these thoughts are not necessarily pure thoughts or good thoughts, and the source of them can be pretty much anything. Usually the source of thoughts come from the things we watch on TV, the things that we binge on, Netflix and, Hulu and, just whatever whatever streaming platforms that you normally use, it can be pretty much anything, videos on YouTube or whatever. It can be the music that you listen to, the messages and the spirits that are attached to that music that you listen to. Oh yeah, so these contribute to the types of voices and noises that you're going to hear inside of your mind. Another source of the voices in your mind will be the kind of company you keep. Yeah, this is sometimes controlled by you, and then sometimes you can't control the company you keep. Meaning, like if you're at work and you have to work with a certain coworker, sometimes you can't control that in that scenario, right? So it can be coworkers, it can be bosses, just people. These are people you have to deal with that you can't really get away from, and you may want to get away from them. Okay, I've been there. Yeah, where you like, oh my gosh, Jesus, I'm tired of her, but you can't really get away because you try to get paid, So yeah. And in other scenarios, you can control the company that you keep, but you may choose not to for whatever reason. It could be a guy that you are entertaining, and hey, I'm gonna let you kind of, apply your own definition to what you doing with the entertainment. But y'all know what I mean, and you messing around with him, and y'all been, doing your thing for a little while, and knowing that you have been called out of that relationship. Like, for sure you don't need to be attached to him. He got bad news just written all over him. Like, why are we talking to him? Why you even, why does he still have your number? Why he ain't being blocked? Okay. Like a long time ago, So yeah, and it can be the same thing for guys and, messing around with, women, who they're not supposed to be entertaining. Same exact thing. Same exact idea. So, and it also can happen within friendships, associations, and acquaintanceships and things like that, So just keeping bad company, because bad company corrupts good morals. That says that in Proverbs. Yes. Read the Bible. So you should not be entertaining people or hanging around people who are ultimately going to drag you down. Yeah. So they contribute a lot to the noise that is going on in your head. And they can cause things to become chaotic and become clutter. And all of these examples I gave can cause, mental chaos and a lot of noisy chaos that is going on inside of your mind. So you want to start thinking about, how do I separate these voices? How do I figure out what's my voice? How does my voice sound? So most of us kind of know how our own voice sounds, right? So how does my voice sound? How does God's voice sound, most importantly? And then how does the enemy's voice sound? How do I know what voices are safe to listen to? And then what voices should I pretty much ignore? What voices should I be casting down? Because in 2 Corinthians, I believe it's 2 Corinthians 10:5, it talks about, casting down every imagination and any thoughts that try to exalt themselves against the knowledge of God. I want you to actually go read that, so you can actually read it in its fullness and entirety and get the clarity from it. Well, you have to do that. You definitely have to cast down those thoughts. You have to bring them into the obedience of Christ. You have to do that. That is something that you're going to find yourself doing on a daily sometimes, to try to get your peace back, or else you're always going to feel, mentally cluttered. You're always going to feel depressed. You're always going to feel, down and, just kind of feel worried or upset or confused or even angry, and not even knowing why, So it is just so important. I just wanted to come on here and say, it's so important to sort those voices out and to learn what those voices sound like. Those voices can come from a mean aunt who said something to you, when you were a child. And I have experience with that too. Someone in your family could have hurt you and said something nasty to you, and you may have a lingering voice that is now repeating or echoing their message that they tried to say to you, say something about you to, change how you see yourself, So you may have that voice. It may come from an ex-boyfriend. I have experience with that too, being in an emotionally abusive relationship where, you have someone who is tearing you down constantly. Yeah, picking away at you, so you have that voice there. That's where that voice came from, So, any other traumas or any dramas, or it is anything that you've been through, anything dramatic, traumatic, hurtful, anything that was meant to tear you away from God's purpose, to tear you down, to hurt you, to humiliate you. These are the voices you're hearing. So recognize that when you hear it, and cast it down. That is what I want you all to know. I want you to know you have the power, you do have control, and you can stop it. You can stop it right in its tracks. It doesn't have to be like a runaway train. You can stop this thing. So cast down those thoughts, cast down those voices. When you hear those negative voices in your head, you immediately cast them down. Cast them down, cast them back to hell where they came from. Okay? Cast them all out in Jesus' name, and your peace will be restored. Your peace will come back to you. God is going to give you your peace back, and you're going to feel so much lighter. You're going to feel so much better, and you're going to notice that noise in your head is much more clearer now, and that's what we want. We want to have a mentally clear and free week. Okay, so that is our aim. That's what we're going for this week. Happy Sunday, guys. I want y'all to enjoy the rest of your weekend and have a great week. I hope this message really touched you. Please pass it on if you think somebody needs to hear it. Definitely do that. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye.